guys, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the second video about how to deploy your smart contract without writing any code. In the previous video, we looked at how to create your smart contract and deploy it to the test network. If you haven't seen that yet, I recommend you go and watch the first video first, and I'll include the link in the description below. In this video, I will actually show you how to manage your smart contract and how to deploy a minting website that is going to be associated with your smart contract. So I'll click OK here and I will be navigated to the dashboard. As you can see, this card represents your created smart contract. It has the same name. It says that it's in a live status on the testnet. It hasn't been revealed yet. No items have been minted yet, and we don't have any balance. We're also pulling some OpenSea stats for you, but since there has been no tokens minted just yet, all this will stay as not available until we actually have some tokens being minted, or once some sales starts happening. So from here, the next thing I want to do is click the three dots menu and deploy the website. I'll give website a name, code and NFT, description, give it a desired domain, I'll give it some links. If you already know your drop date, you can specify it here, the drop and date time, and what this will do, it will show a countdown timer on your minting website. I won't do it for now, and this can be updated later on as well. So if you can just skip it for now, and then later, once you know for sure when your collection is dropping, you'll be able to update this data. So the website is now being deployed. This usually takes anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. So I will pause the video here, and I'll come back and we'll look at what we got. All right, it's been about 3 to 5 minutes now, so I will go ahead and refresh. And as you can see, we were assigned a temporary URL on the Netlify domain. This is where we are hosting your minting website by default. And as of right now, you would have to ask us in a Discord to actually point your minting site to your preferred domain. And this will be automated later on, but for now, this step is still somewhat manual. So I'll click the link, and as you can see, we have our website name, our description. No items have been minted yet, so I'll go ahead and try to mint one. And first, I would have to connect my wallet. Here's my test account, connect. And we say that minting is currently paused. This is by design, so whenever we deploy your smart contract, by default, the sales are going to be paused. So in order to start the sales, I will come back here and I will go to the dashboard. I will click Manage Contract. This is your smart contract management panel. As you can see, it shows that your contract is deployed on the testnet. It has the address. The sales status is currently paused. You don't have any balance. And these are the two wallets that I specified on step 2 when I was building my smart contract. So from here, I want to actually go ahead and start the whitelist sales. So I'll expand the set sales status, and I will start the pre-sale. This transaction incurs a little bit of gas since it modifies the state of the smart contract. So I'll have to confirm. And as you can see, it's processing. I can click on this hyperlink to see the transaction on the block explorer. And while this is processing, you probably notice these bubbles here, echo and gas. What this means is just that the ones that are marked as echo are simply reading the data from the smart contracts that actually don't require any gas, or they don't even require you to confirm the transaction in a MetaMask to call them. Like, for example, if I want to see the collection size, I will call. I didn't have to confirm this transaction. This is just simply reading data on the smart contract, versus the ones marked with gas actually incur a little bit of gas fee, and that's the transaction that you have to confirm. Okay, now that our sales has been updated, it's now in the pre-sale. I can go back to the minting side and I will try to mint again. And as you can see, I'm not asked to pay any fees because if you remember for people who are on my whitelist, I actually specified that I want them to have free mint. So all they have to do is just cover the gas fee. And I will confirm this transaction. And there we go, minting successful. You can view it on the Explorer. So the transaction has been accepted. Right now it's processing, and once it's done, we'll see another notification and the counter will update. But in the meantime, let's actually go back to the dashboard and see what happens if I take my wallet off a whitelist. And I'll come back here. There we go, transaction, the previous mint completed. But now I'll try to mint again. And as expected, it says that my wallet is not whitelisted, so I cannot mint on this wallet anymore. And that's pretty much it for the whitelist sales. Again, you can drop addresses here and take addresses off at any time. This is dynamic. It doesn't incur any gas fees. And if you want to upload the file, we have an example here of what it looks like. It's basically just a CVS file with list of the wallet addresses that should be on the whitelist, and then you would import it and it will all show up here. So now that we're done with the whitelist sales, next thing we want to do is actually start the public sales so everybody else can mint and we can actually keep selling our collection to the general public. So again, I will have to confirm the transaction. There we go. And while that is processing, I want to direct your attention to this advanced switch. So as you can see here, these are just basic functions that are more or less common on every smart contract. If you feel more advanced or you want to explore more advanced features, you can always flip the switch here and get access to all the functions available on the smart contract. One function that you might find useful right away is the airdrop. So let's say you have some team members that you want to give free NFTs to, or maybe you want to send some NFTs to the marketing team to use for raffles, giveaways, whatever the case may be. Then you would just expand the airdrop and you would copy the wallet address that should receive the free NFTs and say how many tokens. And then you'll call it. So in this case, you are going to be the one paying for the gas, of course, and this person will just get NFTs airdrop to their wallet for free. So I'll go ahead and do that. In the meantime, let's refresh the sales status. And as you can see, the status is now public. So if I come back here and I want to mint, let's say, 5 NFTs, my NFT price was 0.05 ETH. So for 5 items, I will pay 0.25 ETH, which is correct. I will confirm. And transaction has been accepted. Perfect. Our minting is live. It's working well. And as soon as this transaction is confirmed, we'll actually see the balance on our smart contract. So I will go back to the dashboard and I'll try to refresh the balance. And there we go. The balance is now 0.25. I can go ahead and withdraw. Confirm. And while this transaction is processing, I would like to go back to the dashboard and show you that, as you can see now, the stats are updated. We have 1 owner, we have 0 ETH volume and 0 sales because there hasn't been any sales on the OpenSea happening just yet. But the stats are already pulling from OpenSea. And if you click the OpenSea logo, it will actually take you to your collection on OpenSea. And As you can see, this is the placeholder image that I selected on step 2, or sorry, on step 3 of the builder. So everybody will see exactly the same placeholder image until I actually reveal the items. And here you can go ahead and edit your collection, add the banner and the logo and whatever else, update the description. So let's go back to the smart contract panel, and the balance is now 0. So I'll check my wallet to see. There you go. My balance increased here, and I also have 0.125 on my other wallet. So the 0.25 ETH has been split 50-50 equally between two wallets as expected. And this is pretty much it. The last step would be to actually reveal your NFTs. So for that, you will come to the reveal. And as you will notice here, it asks you for the URI. And this will be, as if you remember on the second step, when I was explaining what the IPFS metadata URL field was for, we said that field was not required. And this is because you can actually start selling your items without even having your metadata ready, and because they're all going to be hidden anyway. And just make sure you have your metadata ready to go before the actual reveal. Don't rug pull people. So this is where you would actually insert your actual metadata. So if I were to use my metadata that I prepared on my IPFS, I would come here. I have my Pokemon's metadata here. I will copy the seed and I will do IPFS like this, / and call. And again, I just have to confirm the transaction. And as soon as the transaction goes through, some items will already start showing up on OpenSea, will start revealing. And if some of them don't, OpenSea, don't panic. OpenSea sometimes does take a little while to synchronize all your NFTs. So just tell your customers to go ahead and either refresh the metadata manually, or there's also some Chrome extensions they can download that will actually go ahead and do like a bulk refresh of the metadata on OpenSea, which are quite useful. So now that we tested everything, the minting works, your whitelisting works, you can pull the money from the contract, the splitting works. The last thing will be to actually go and deploy to the mainnet, and this is what this button is for. And I will actually explain that in the next video. I'll show you how to deploy to the mainnet. Thank you very much.